Hey guys. Hello. Hello Dixie Paint people. How are you doing? My name is Tracy. I am here from Tracy's Fancy live on Dixie Belle's page, finishing up a piece that I did this past Sunday night. I worked on this buffet for a client of mine. It's right here behind me, and it was a dark brown. Do you remember, guys? Very rustic, very dark brown. And yay, Mary's on. I've got my first comment that I can see. Thank you so much. I'm still a little bit nervous, not about doing a live. I'm still a little nervous because at the beginning of December, I did a live on Dixie Belle and I couldn't see any comments the entire time. So it was crazy. Oh, good. I'm so glad Dixie Belle is here right now. That's probably Natalia. Thank you so much, Natalia. And hello, Linda and Shannon. Thank you guys for jumping on. And Carla and Patsy, y'all say hello. And Leanne, hello. I don't know about Fancy. I'm not so sure about Fancy. And Sherry, thanks for all the love, you guys. And please tell me where you're tuning in from. I love to know that. I go back and I look over the videos afterwards, and I love seeing where everyone's tuning in from. And Dew's on. Hey, Dew, how are you doing, honey? Dan and Latasha. Oh, something in my tooth. Sorry. I don't know what that is because I've not had dinner yet. It is 7 o'clock here in San Antonio, Texas. That's where I'm tuning in from. And I know that Dixie Belle is in Florida, which is 8 o'clock time. And maybe some of you guys are East Coast. I'm not sure. Jean, hi, Jean. So good to see you here. And Christina and Dana. Oh, we always have such a good turnout. That's why I love doing these lives. I get to see so many of you. That is so, so nice. Okay, guys, so what do you think? What do you think about this? Show me some love. Let me see some heart. Oh, maybe that's what I was getting hearts from. It wasn't me. It's not my pretty mug. It was this. Thank you, Betty. Thank you for inviting friends, and thank you for pushing that share button. I really appreciate that. The more people that we get on, the more fun we always have. Heather from Panama City and Ashley. Ashley loves this color. This is Daisy by Dixie Belle. It is their yellow. It's my favorite yellow. It's Daisy. They also have Colonel Mustard. Excuse me. What's the lighter Daisy? I'm drawing a blank. Dew, are you watching? I just drew like a total and complete lemonade. What is this in my tooth? I don't know what it is. It's not food. I don't know what it is. It's bugging me. It's like tickling my lip while I talk. Thank you, Betty. Thanks for commenting about my hair. Big change for me. Anyway, Daisy is my favorite color. I use it so often. I do. Most of my pieces are bright and very vivid, a lot of color, a lot of mixed patterns, and so Daisy gets used a lot. And what I love about it is it covers, what I love about all the Dixie Belle paints is they cover so well. This piece behind me, I chose to not prime with Dixie Belle's Boss in white. Instead, I used Dixie Belle Boss clear. And if you missed it, it was on Sunday night. It's available on the Dixie Belle page. It's also available on my page on Tracy's Fancy. I shared it there. Y'all be sure and follow me. Hop over to I tagged myself in the description. If you don't already follow me, I would love that. I know, Dew. I know. Look, there's really, I can't even remember what time I ate. It was hours ago. But there's something touching my lip. Okay. Rebel Yellow. Yes, it wasn't lemonade. I'm sorry. It was Rebel Yellow. So Rebel Yellow is another yellow that I had planned on using with this piece in addition to Daisy. I thought I was going to do like a mix of the two with a little bit of fluff. But after I discovered this design transfer by ReDesign with Prima, I nixed those color blending, highlighting ideas, and I went with just straight Daisy. We just did straight Daisy. And, oh, someone's casting me on the big screen. You need me to do real big like this? On the big screen. I love it when I teach my classes online and people tell me that they've put me on their big screen on the TV. I love that. Look how bright my face got when I did that. Anyway, so What's really cool about any Dixie Belle paint in any color is that the coverage is amazing, really with just one coat. This is 2 coats, but this furniture piece was so, it was like ebony dark, like super coffee dark brown. And I used the Boss in clear, which I don't, do I have it over here? I don't have it over here. I used Boss in clear, and I used it to color block any of the stains or the oils that might be in there. But I didn't want to block the color because when I painted with the yellow, I wanted to sand back, and I did not want to sand back and expose white. You can get through the white primer if you want, but you still usually have a little bit of a shadow of a white. So it would have gone, you know, yellow and then a little white edge and then the brown wood. And I didn't want that. I wanted it to go straight from yellow to brown. So if that is what you're wanting, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. If that's what you're wanting, use the Boss Clear. It is just as good. It blocks all of the tannins. It blocks your stains. It blocks your odor just like the white does. It's just not gonna block as much color. But does it really matter? Because the coverage is so great with Dixie Belle paint that when I use this yellow, y'all watched me do it. I painted on Sunday night. I painted over it, and within just one coat, the coverage is so good that you don't even really need the white unless you're just really wanting to block with the white primer. So I use clear, super happy. So this is 2 coats, and then as you can see, I distressed back right here around the edges. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna lift you up and bring you a little bit closer so that you can see. I distressed a lot. Do y'all see that? That's a lot of distressing. Pretty heavy for me. I'm not a real big, I used to be a heavy distresser. Sounds like I've been to AA or something. But I don't distress a whole lot anymore, even on like boho inspired pieces, not a lot. But I did on this one, I wanted to. What I want to ask you guys, we are gonna give away some paint tonight. We're gonna give away 1 8-ounce free paint. We did a giveaway on Sunday night. Oh shoot, I already forgot her name. We contacted her, and y'all know what color she chose out of all the colors they have. She chose drop cloth, which I would love to know if Natalia is listening. Natalia, what is your top selling paint? Like if you had to choose one color from Dixie Belle, could you let us know what it is? I would love to know. I'm wondering if it's drop cloth. It's the safest color there is. My favorite white from Dixie Belle is this one right here. It's called Fluff, and this is Fluff. You can't really see it too great in the light, but it is just a nice soft, I call it like a marshmallow white. It is my favorite. And it's right here. It's not too clinical. It's not too harsh. It's got a soft look to it. So everybody's saying good luck. So this is what you need to, I wanted to ask you one question for the contest, but instead I'm gonna ask you this one. I'm gonna ask you, this piece is for a client of mine, and she collects, did we ever figure out what the name of it is, you guys? Oh, drop cloth? Dixie, okay, Natalia just answered for us. Dixie Belle Paint just answered. Their favorite, their #1 selling paint is drop cloth. I'm not surprised at all. It really is. Those of you that know, isn't it the safest paint? It is literally the color of a truly traditional drop cloth. But Fluff and Cotton are top faves too. Okay, so Fluff is my favorite. Cotton is just a little more white. I call it a clinical white. It's a very stark, clean white. Super, super, super white. But yeah, drop cloth's not a whole lot different than Fluff. They're neck and neck. Drop cloth has just a little bit more of a tan undertone to it, I would say. Okay, so Diana was on here on Sunday night, and she's so kind to answer my question. I didn't even get all of my question out. I mentioned that my client collects, oh shoot, I've already forgotten. I think it's willow. I don't think she said it was Wedgwood Jasper. I think it's willow, but it's blue and white, the dishes with the blue and white patterns and scenes and stuff on them. But I did look at my pictures that she sent me today, and it's like super dark blue. So she collects it, and this buffet was not an heirloom. It was not a family heirloom. It does have a back piece that's probably about this tall that I haven't pulled out yet to paint. So I haven't painted that. And it goes across the top of the back, and it gives it a little bit of, you know, a little bit of interest along that back side. And it will look just like this. It'll be just plain yellow and distressed. There's not anywhere to put any type of design on that. So anyway, her plates and all sit on top of this, or the, you know, like the pitchers and bowls, they will sit on top of this. And then she had some sort of shelving thing, antique. She has tons of beautiful antiques in her house, all in their natural woods. A lot of them are heirloom pieces that she'll never paint. And come here, baby. Here's my puppy. Here's my white dog. You're not as white as, you're more of a drop cloth color. This is Sparkle. Sparkle's not quite as white as Fluff. You're more of a drop cloth, aren't you? With bad breath. Ugh, she's got the worst breath. Hey, Lynette. Hi, honey. Good to see you on here. I miss you. I miss you. You know, Myrna, I don't think it's Eastlake. I have Eastlake in my home, and it just seems a little more rustic than Eastlake. So I don't think that it is. Very, very, very similar. I may be wrong. Ugh, she just licked me. You got the worst breath. She has the worst breath, y'all. She's famous though. She gets in a lot of my videos. So where was I? Okay, so she has this shelving unit that hangs on the wall, and the plates go above that too. So I wasn't gonna put any blue on this piece at all. So I'm gonna talk to you about these transfers now. But I don't know, something occurred to me, and I had seen this. They ReDesign with Prima had sent me a box of goodies, and I had seen the tube, and it looked like this. Okay, it looked like this, and it was called, this one is called, I think something, French ceramic. This is what it looked like. Dixie Belle is now carrying these. Both of these that I'm gonna show you are available on the Dixie Belle page. You can order these. I put my link in the description of this video, right up at the top in the description. There's a link, and you can go on here. I would love it if you are interested, if you follow my link and you can order it. If you're not an order kind of person and you wanna go in and shop for these and see them in person, you just go on the Dixie Belle page and look for a retailer near you. You can just put it in their retailer search bar and put your zip code in, and they'll tell you where a Dixie Belle retailer is near you, and you can go purchase these from a retailer in person. But if you are a click and ship kind of girl, just follow the link and you can get these transfers. They're amazing, and we're about to use one. I had no idea that Leah was doing a design transfer. She just did it at, I think, 4 o'clock today, right before my video, or the video before mine, the demonstration before mine. So I had no idea. Sorry about that, Natalia. I didn't know we were doing one back to back, but they're very different. She did another one of my favorite design transfers. I think she did, it wasn't Dark Romance. I don't remember which one she did. Beautiful colored florals, really, really pretty. But anyway, this made me think of my client. So I went to pull this out. Well, when I was pulling it out, I saw this one, which I thought they were the same, okay? I thought they were the same. They're not. They're very, very similar. So this one is called French ceramic, and this one is called floral leather. So I opened this one up on a live video with you guys on Sunday night. I opened it up, and it has no, I don't know why it's called floral leather. It has no flowers in this tube at all. No flowers. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, I am so putting that in the insets. Okay, to win paint, start commenting. To win paint, you can choose the color. I will choose the winner when my video is over. It's just easier for me. I don't think so, Kylie. I don't think it was called Serafina Ware. I think it was started with a W. So it's either Willow or Wedgwood. I'm not sure which one, but I'm pretty sure it was a W. But anyway, but I like that name better. Serafina sounds pretty cool. To win, I will contact you when the video's over. I will message you. I will put winner in the comments of this, and then I will message you and let you know that you've won. And then I will ask for some information from you. And if you'll get that back to me, I send that over to Natalia at Dixie Belle, and they are great. They get your paint right out to you, and you will get to choose what color paint that you would like to try. So what I want you to answer is, are you a collector of anything? This woman collects this blueware that we have no idea what it's called. If you are a collector of something, I want you to put what it is that you collect and be honest. What is it that you collect? Now, maybe you collect husbands. Maybe you collect cats. I'm not sure, but tell me something. If you are a collector, tell me what you collect. I don't want you to tell me what you would collect if you did collect something. I want to give paint away to someone who collects something, and I'm going to choose whatever sticks out in my mind and is interesting to me, okay? Oh my gosh. Oh, ruby red glass sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. Oh my gosh, Melinda, I made my own chalk paint for years with latex paint. And if you want a really good testimony, if you haven't watched my Sunday Night Live right here on Dixie Belle page, go back and look at Sunday nights, 8 p.m. live. And I talk about the benefits of a really good boutique chalk paint versus making your own chalk paint with latex paint that I did for years. There's a big difference in the way it works, in the way you can manipulate it, in the way that it applies, in the way that little tricks and things you can do with it that we're not gonna get into right now on this video, but we did talk about it on Sunday. So if you want to be, if you'd like some really good, honest testimony, I gave it on Sunday night, okay? So anyway, let me know what you collect and I'll be picking that out. Okay, so this, y'all, this is really weird. It's called Floral Lover. And this is what's in it. Stripes and checks. Isn't that strange? Isn't that strange? I mean, I would think that I had got the wrong transfer inside this tube. Now, I love ReDesign with Prima, and I love when they send me their stuff, and I love all their stuff. I've never tried something I didn't like, and obviously Dixie Belle loves them too because they sell their products directly from their page. But Carrie's the girl I deal with in Prima, and I want to know, why did y'all name this Floral Lover? Because it's checks and stripes. But I love them. I love the checks and the stripes. So anyway, that's that. So I fell in love with this gingham blue and white check. And so here we go. This is what I decided to do. I decided to put the floral pieces in the big squares and the checks in those small squares. And the reason being, a lot of people in the video on Sunday said, I'll show you the floral in just a second. Who asked me that? Who asked me that? Leanne. That's coming. I'll pull that out in a second. So they had said to put the checks in the middle and the floral on the outside, which honestly, I think that would have made more sense to have the checks in the middle if the squares were all the same size. But I didn't want to have all these bigger squares with these tiny checks and then have the little bitty squares and only be able to see one piece, tiny piece of a flower. So it made more sense to me to do it this way, and I like it. I like it a lot. So I hope you guys like it too. Like I said, please push share. Please, please, please. I would love for you to share this video because I think it is really a beautiful piece. We've had a lot of winter and a lot of cold and a lot of Christmas. And I know it's not spring yet, but this is a really happy piece to start off 2019. I love sunshine. A lot of my pieces actually have yellow. A lot of pieces have sun rays on them. And it just was a great piece to share with you guys. So let me show you the floral design one. This one was called French Ceramics. And let me show you this one. So the French Ceramics one has, not only does it have the big giant roses and a few other types of flowers. I think those look like dogwoods. I think it's like dogwood. What is that flower called? I know that. Forgot what that one's called right now. But It also has some print. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see the print? It's got a little bit of graphics on it. So I think it's really, really pretty. Now they also offer another one that's also on the Dixie Belle site that they're carrying that is just straight flowers. It's not, it doesn't have any of the print. It's just straight roses. It's actually what's on the front of this piece. When this was said floral lover, and I thought it was gonna be this, which is only roses with no print. But this one is also available on Dixie Belle, the one that's just roses. So be sure you look at that closely if you go. Dina, I like it too. If you go to order, make sure that you're getting one with print or the roses that have no print. So look at them closely. Someone asked me something. Liz, hi honey, it's my friend Liz. Hi sweetheart, good to see you on here. Did you see my post on my page saying that I was gonna be on here? I know, Natalia, isn't it pretty? It really, really is. So super refreshing, right? All right, so let's get started. Like I said, I apologize. I didn't know Leah was gonna be doing design transfers, but maybe you guys did not see that and you don't mind watching this. So let me tell you, this piece was for a client, and this is a chair. This is an arm cover that's going right, that goes on a chair that's sitting right next to this. She sent me a photo of this in its brownness, lots of brownness next to this chair. And she really wanted yellows. And it's a surprise to her because unless she sees this video, she has no idea that I am putting the blue on there. But look how perfect. Isn't it perfect? Absolutely, absolutely perfect. All right, so let's get started. Let me tell you how I do this. Like I said, I coated this piece in, first I cleaned it with White Lightning Cleaner, then I coated it in one coat of Boss in Clear, then I gave it 2 coats of Dixie Belle Daisy, and then I filled in all the squares with Dixie Belle Fluff and let all of that dry, and then I started with my transfer. So these transfers right here, I will actually seal you can seal them with any of our sealers, but I'm gonna seal only the transfer squares, only in the clear coat flat. I'm gonna use flat. I really like the rusticness of this piece. It's not perfect. There are cracks in it. Like if you guys can see this on this side, can y'all see this right here? I can see through that actually. This little panel's got like crack and a see-through. Thank you, Karen. Hey, Pam. Hi, isn't it cute? It's so cute. So it's very rustic. I don't want to add any shine to it. I don't want to try to make it pretend like it's perfect because it's not. So I am going to use a flat, Dixie Belle flat. So I'm going to put that right here on the top. Then I don't want to put I could put Dixie Belle flat just all over it, but I'm not going to. I don't get an opportunity to use their Easy Peasy spray wax very often. I've really, really moved away from any type of wax unless I'm using it for decorative purposes, which I use a lot of the colored Best Dang waxes in the tins. I use a lot of the colored metallic wax, the gilding waxes that they offer now. So Sherry said yellow is her favorite color. Love cracks are charming. Isn't that the truth? That is the truth. So I don't get a chance to use the Easy Peasy's clear spray wax very often, and so I felt like this was a perfect opportunity. It's not going to be a piece that's going to be eaten on. It's not going to get much use. It's not like a dresser in someone's room, or I do a lot of kids' rooms, furniture for kids' rooms. So that is when I usually use gator hide, or I use the clear coats in any of the sheens. But I just wanted, I miss just a good clear wax, and I felt like this was the perfect piece for that. So I will be finishing this piece with this wax. It comes in a spray bottle. You can do that. It's very convenient this way. The spray bottle works great, but I still usually just open it up, pour a little bit in a cup or a little bowl, and I put it on with a brush. I just put it on just like I do a top coat. Put it on with a brush, put it on all over, and then go back with just like a dry old white t-shirt and kind of wipe it back. And that's it. That's all I do. What does it say here? Simple spray and white, repels dust, dirt, and grime, contains how do you say that? Carnauba wax, odor-free, low VOCs, water-based, eco-friendly. This ain't your mama's wax. So it is a new and improved wax. It ain't your mama's wax. It's not the old, man, when I first started and I made my own chalk paint with latex paint, and then I was using that Johnson's paste wax in a can in those bright yellow cans. Oh, Lord have mercy. I mean, it did the job, but it, you know, it stunk. Yeah, this stuff is amazing, and I just don't, yeah, Nancy, exactly. Did you not know that? I mean, it's called Easy Peasy Wax, for goodness sake. So, yes, they ship. Oh, she's saying, Zan says they have it on eBay too. Oh, she's talking to Ashley. I'm not sure what y'all are talking about, but that's fine. Y'all go ahead. So yeah, you can get this on the Dixie Belle website too, or you can get it at a local retailer. Totally up to you. Okay, so what I do, I'm gonna start from scratch here and show you guys how I do this. If it's an area that's small enough, Kylie, I want to do these first with you guys because that's my purpose of coming on tonight. But yeah, if we're still within an hour window, I can apply a little bit of the wax right here in front of you guys, of course. So if it's a small enough area that I can use a piece of just good old copy paper, that's what I use. Okay, so this is how I do it. It is simple. I don't use any rulers. I don't do any measuring. If you're doing, I know that Leah did it looked like, I didn't watch it, but I saw what she did. She did a dresser. So she showed you how to put your drawers in and put the entire transfer over the front of the drawers and cut it so that it looked like one transfer that moves down all drawers nicely. No, they are not vinyl. I'm not sure what this material is, but no, it is not vinyl. It's very, 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 very thin. You can see through it. It's when I peel it off, I'll show you. Well, let me get a little extra piece here. This is left over from what I had cut earlier, so let me peel some off here and show you. So it separates like this. This is the waxy part, and then this is, I don't know what that is. Maybe that's like a vinyl. But this is super, super thin, and it almost is like, y'all know what it's like? It's like the kids' tattoos. It's like that. You know when the kids get it, I mean, I'm sure it's a much better product, but that's what it reminds me of. You know when the kids get the tattoos and you put them on and then you get it wet and then, you know, you kind of rub on the kid's skin, then you peel that paper off and you can see it just leaves this super, super, super thin sheet. That's what it does. It leaves this, okay, here's some I'm pulling off with my finger on purpose. I'm doing this on purpose so I can show y'all. Okay, can y'all see that? It's just really thin and fine. It's real fine. It reminds me of like gold leaf or silver leaf. So that's what it looks like. If I push real hard, and maybe I can pull some off there and you can see it. It's just really thin and fine stuff. So, and it's super tacky. Like, do y'all hear that? Listen. Like, it's tacky. So they mean business. It's not like the stuff that you get at Hobby Lobby. I'm not kidding. And y'all know I love Hobby Lobby. It's not like that stuff that you get to put on stuff on the walls. Sometimes that stuff isn't very tacky. This stuff is like cement tacky. So it's going to stay in place. I mean, look at that. Like, it's on my, it's on my finger. I'm going to have to, I don't know how I'm going to get that off. If you can print and make it with the Cricut. I don't know I don't know what you mean. I mean, I know what a Cricut is, but I don't know what you want to print it, because these are already pre-made. These come on their sheets. It's already done for you. So, this is what I do. So let's start with these little squares right here. So I just get a piece of copy paper, and this actually is a square. But let's say it were an oval or something like that. I just use my fingernail and make a pattern. So I'm going to put this in just like this in that square. And then I just use my nail and I run my fingernail just like that. You can use a popsicle stick or the end of a spoon or anything like that. And I just run my fingernail. So there we go. That is my pattern. See that? That's my pattern. So I'm going to cut that. It's so easy. That isn't okay. I don't know what y'all just talk amongst yourselves. Waiting to try Dixie Belle. Curious how it compares to the paint I currently use. Looking Tina, you need to try it. I've been a furniture painter. I really recommend you try it, okay? I'm not gonna be all sassy and bossy here, but I am gonna tell you that I have been a furniture painter for, I don't even know, 20 something years. And I've used many, many paints, and Dixie Belle, I mean, it was my choice to go with Dixie Belle paint and promote for them. I'm a brand ambassador for Dixie Belle paint. And I have other paint companies offering to have me work with them, and I don't want to work with them. I chose to work exclusively with Dixie Belle paint. No one has sent me any paint that outdoes it. So, Linda's on. You guys, Linda, Linda, I haven't seen any of your other posts. I'm so sorry. When I get rambling and I'm working, it's hard. Linda, y'all, this is Linda's piece. Oh my gosh, I hope you like it, Linda. Linda, does she like it, Kylie? Y'all tell me. Oh my gosh, now I'm nervous. I'm awesome. I mean, I'm not awesome. Someone said that's awesome. I'm not awesome. I'm nervous. Does she like it? You guys tell me if she liked it. I hope y'all are laughing. I hope y'all are laughing at me. Linda, this is going to be fantastic. Oh my God. Yeah, surprise. Oh my gosh. I don't want to scroll all that far back. I need to know if Linda likes it. Someone show me some hearts or something and let me know. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Linda, it's your piece. I thought you might see this. I thought that you might. It's your piece. I hope you, okay, y'all are sending me hearts. Of course she does. Well, I was nervous. It's always very nerve-wracking when your client says, just do what you want. Oh, I was nervous. I love it, Linda. Okay, now she's quiet. Crickets. Oh no, crickets. Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay, you love the floral. Do you not like this? Would you not tell me? I love it. I love the gingham. Do you not like it? I hope she does. So Linda, this is the main part. The center is floral, and then I accented in these little squares with the checks. Told them all about, would you please tell us about your dishes, Linda, because everybody, okay, so this is what I'm doing now. Okay, she loves it. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Okay, so I have my pattern, and then I just, obviously, I'm gonna lay it down on here. Is the check too country? Okay, you guys, she wants to know if y'all think the check is too country. Okay, this is awesome. This is great. This is a great thing to do. So what do you think, guys? Linda, I've given them a good background. I've told them about your house. I told them about your other antiques. I've shown them your fabric here. And we all love it. Okay, Myrna's saying no. This is how it looks. I love it. I fell in love with the check, and then the floral was like a bonus. But I personally fell in love with the check. So, but I'm about to put more on. No, I'm kidding. We can take care of you if you want me to change it. But I'm going to show them how to apply it, okay? But I really love the mix of the two, and she's nervous. She's nervous. The checks are endearing. Linda is endearing, you guys. Linda's endearing. Okay, we gotta get moving here. The checks go perfectly. It really does. It really does. They're gonna try to talk you into it, Linda, because they love it, but it's your piece and you have to live with it. So they say the checks make it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna complete it, okay? And then if you just don't like it at all, you can be honest, and then, but with the floral it works. Okay, so I'm gonna keep moving. All right, so this is what you do. You can mark on either side, but this side, this clear side, is very, very slick and shiny. The back side is more like a wax paper side. So I lay it down, and I'm gonna move this down. If Linda has gone quiet, I'm gonna move this down so y'all can watch, okay? So I just lay this down right here, and I'm gonna trace it. Can y'all see what I'm doing down here on the ground? Oh, did she comment again? She said, I said you were the artist and I trust you. See, y'all, I love it. I have the best clients in the world. And it's funny that y'all said that the checks were endearing, because I'm telling you guys, she is an endearing person. I got to meet her. She brought it to my house with several of her long time friends, and I just fell in love with them. Such a sweet group of ladies. Okay, so I'm going to trace this out just like this. I'm just using a marker, and I'm tracing out my square. Okay, since there's 4 squares and they're all the same, I'm just gonna turn this piece. I'm gonna flip my pattern, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the other square, which is right here, which is just an opposite as it goes around the diamond shape, just like that, okay? I'm gonna trace it out, and then we are gonna cut. It's not perfect, and that's okay. All right, so now we're gonna cut. Oh, my pants? Thank goodness. I didn't even realize that where did my scissors go? Oh my goodness. Where are my scissors? Okay, hold up, people. I gotta go get my scissors. Oh, here they are. Here they are. Okay, thanks. Thanks for the compliment on my britches. All right, so just got my scissors. I'm gonna cut myself this straight line here that's not so straight with my marker, but we're going for it. Y'all will love these. And there are so many options. When you go to the website and check, okay, now on this side, you guys, there's like, they leave some white area. So I'm gonna cut that white area off. Okay, I'm just gonna cut that right off. I actually measured my design right up to that line. So I left room to remove that. So I'm gonna cut that right off. Follow that line, flip it back over, and then here's my little, the area that goes around that diamond shape that's in the middle. And then we're gonna go right down the middle here. All right, so that's that. So let's raise this back up. Hi. Hello. Oh, Robin's on. Lynette and Robin. Lynette and Robin are both in my painting group. I offer painting classes online. Who doesn't, right? But I do offer over-the-top designs with a lot of whimsy and a lot of patterns and a lot of color. Oh, it's Wedgwood Jasper. Okay, guys, we were trying to decide. Linda, we didn't know if it was I said, y'all, I think it's a W. I think it's a W. So they were saying willow and Wedgwood, and I went with willow, but someone asked if it was Serafina, I think is what they called it, but I was like, no, it's not Serafina. Okay, so now in the little tube, this tube right here, this is what the transfer comes in. It's a tube. Great container, by the way, to keep and store things in. These things are legit. Comes with this little tool. And it's very, very hard. It's plastic. And this is your scraper. And this is what oh, and Pat's on. I love you guys. We're going to scrape this. And this is how you get it to adhere. Okay, Carol, I'm so glad you caught us too. Okay, so let me move down here a little bit. I'm going to turn you this way. And we're going to do this door here first. So that looks like it fits pretty good. So you want to peel it off just like you're gonna do like a sticker. You peel the back off, separates just like that. Now see, it's see-through, y'all, and we talked about that on Sunday night. So, oh, it belonged to her British mom. Her mom, don't you love that? Burnishing, thank you. Thank you, burnishing is the word. Burnishing, it's a fancy word. I'm Tracey's fancy, but I'm really not fancy. So, and I hope this piece serves her piece as well, because that was Connie's on too. I think her plates are gonna look fantastic on this. So, okay, so it's see-through. So we had said, well, we could leave it yellow. We could have left it yellow in the background, and you could have actually had blue and yellow check. However, do y'all see how this check is see-through? But it also has, like, in the center, there's like a little frosty area. So it would have frosted out the yellow a little bit and then left an outer check of a brighter yellow, which would be kind of cool. But we lose that effect by putting it on top of white. So but I really wanted white behind the floral, okay? All right, so we're gonna put this right here, and you literally just put it in place and stick it down, just like that. And remember, it's very, very sticky. And then you get your little tool, and I'm gonna move you guys in closer. Get your little tool here, and we're just gonna go to town with our tool. Now, can you see this up close? I'm gonna move you up close. It's very distressed already. I didn't do that. Do you see how it has like these scratchy, okay, y'all are plugged in. Hold on, let me unplug you. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, do y'all see how it's scratchy looking? That was already like that. Okay, oh, Amy, hi, Amy. Thank you, Carol. I know, it's absolutely adorable. Okay, so it already has a very distressed look to it. So we're gonna get scratching. I'm just telling you that up front because I want you to know that I didn't make those, that is how it looks. But remember that this piece is already distressed. This is the little square that has, this is the little square that already has the cracks in the door. So I think that this looks really good. This piece is not perfect, it's less than perfect, which I think just really makes it super charming with this distressed piece. This distressed design transfer. Okay, so the trick of this though, at this point, is that Christine's on. Hi, honey. The trick now is getting that sticky part off of there, because any transfers that I've ever done before, I did design transfers on my grandfather clocks that we painted in my course. All of my ladies used a design transfer. We used it's called Love Letters. It's a script. Kathy's on too. Hi, Kathy. Kathy took my class too. And then what else did we use a design transfer on? Oh, I did my mom's vanity. I did a vanity for my mom that had passed away. I did a vanity of hers, and I did some transfers on there. So those were flat surfaces that I could get to the corner of. Well, this is sitting inside some molded area. You know, it's got this trim, and it's sitting inside there. So I had trouble earlier getting, like, I need one of those little tools that people use with a Cricut. What do you call that? Like a weeder or something like that? What do they call those? That would be helpful. Oh, I got it. I got it. Okay, so I lost it. What you want to do is just peel off a little bit. And if it doesn't look like it's stuck all the way, you just do it real slow, because I could see that a little bit of the blue wasn't stuck. You just go back and scrape it and try again. There we go. And it came off. Really, it'll come off super easy if it's ready. It'll let you know. It'll pull off slowly. So what I do is, as I pull down, I put my scraper below it, and I just kind of scrape right before I come down another row. I just do just like that. And, I lost it. It's because I'm trying to talk and do this at the same time. Okay, if you happen to pull off a piece of your design, let's say you're doing one that has words on it, you just lay it back down over it, re-scrape, and it'll stick. But most of their design transfers have a very vintage, old world look. Weeder, yep, weeder. Yep, Cheryl, that's exactly right. Okay, so I think we're good here. I think this is all, I think we're ready to pull this all the way off. All the way down. It is this simple, y'all. Look at that. So this is the one that had that crack, and I love that. I'm actually gonna kind of puncture through it with my scissors right here. I'm gonna kind of puncture through that because I want that crack to show. What's something tiny I could put in there? I don't know if my paper would go in there. Let's see. Yeah, I'm breaking through there. I love the crack in the door. There we go. That exposed that crack really well. And here's another little piece of it up here. I love that. There we go. So see how easy that is? And then I'll seal it. When I click that link, I don't get the transfers. Okay, yes. So that link, Chris, takes you to the Dixie Belle page. That's right. That's where you want to be. It's just my link. They track it. So it's my link takes you there, and then anything that you buy gets attached to me, it gives me credit. So it lets them know that I sent you, which is great because then they know that at me as an ambassador or any of us that do these lives, that we're doing our job and actually making people interested in wanting to try the products. That's how it works. So go to the page, and then I believe that these are under, I think they're under, I think it says design transfers. I don't think it's under stencils. There's a section that says paint, waxes, finishes, brushes and more, stencils, and then I think there's a section all by itself that says design transfers. So as long as you follow the link to the page, then you can shop around anywhere in that page. Anywhere. You can buy paint, you can buy every single color that we've used here, every product that we've talked about. Okay, and then I'll get credit for it. I don't just get credit just for the stencil. Does that make sense? But they're in there. I mean, not stencil. These are called design transfers, or they might call them furniture transfers. I'm not sure what they're calling them. So, Kathy's saying hi to Jerry Ann. And Kareen's on here too. Hi, Kareen. Okay, so y'all see how easy that was. So, now we had already cut this other piece, and I cut them from... You remember how I cut them one and then the other? So do you see how the checks would match up because one and then the other? So what I did was I cut that one like that. Now watch, this one was right here on that paper, so I'm gonna put it right up here. So what that means is that I know for a fact that my stripes, anytime you're working with like a pattern like checks or stripes or anything like that, thank you, Nancy, yes. Click shop, thank you. So now I know that they've lined up really well. So let me do this one, and then we'll move over and we'll pick a big pretty rose and do a big pretty rose, okay? So this one's already cut. I'm going to, hi Linda, hi honey, hi Cindy. Okay, so we're pulling this off. Again, it's see-through. And we're gonna put it right in, set it in just like that. There we go. Press it up in there. Jerry Ann, we're using transfers tonight on the Dixie Belle page, just like we used in our class for the clocks. Okay, and then we just start scraping with this, what's the word? Burnishing. I know, the rose is gonna be so pretty, Kylie. All right. So does anyone want to guess what I used to distress the tiny, tiny edges? So all of this up here, I use a big electric sander. I just got after it with the sander and just sanded it down. It feels like absolute velvet. It feels like the inside of a puppy's ear. It is so soft and so smooth and is as pretty as, just so pretty. It feels like a petal of a flower. And then I also did this big outside with a sander, but then these little tiny areas, I left one here for you. I'm gonna let you watch me. Y'all wanna hear, no, I'm not doing these transfers on glass. This is wood. It's wood that I just painted in a different color. I painted it in fluff and then doing the transfers on them, but you can do them on glass, yes. So do y'all see this area? Okay, this is the outer area. But then there is this little tiny inner edge. So what I just used my scissors. I took my scissors. What, are you watching that? Are you watching what I'm doing right here? Watch. And I'm just scraping that paint off, just like that. So that is some decorative distressing, right? That's getting in there where it's tiny and you don't want to use your big electric sander because it's just too bulky and gets in the way. And now I'm trying to do it with like a backward hand. Woo! That's not gonna work. All right. Just using the sharp edge of my scissors, just like that. Isn't that pretty? Pretty, pretty. I love it. Okay, so what do I need up here, you guys, again? Y'all called it a weeder? I need a weeder. Let's see, where's a loose corner? Any corner, any corner. I'll take a loose corner. Y'all should have heard me earlier. I was like, come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. But I gotta push that back down. Okay, there we go. That did it. All right. Oh. Okay, bear with me, and then we're gonna move over to the flower. I just wanna get one more square done here. How funny is it that Linda popped on tonight and y'all got to see my client be surprised, and then y'all got to see me be nervous. That is the hardest part about doing custom orders with clients. You just never really know how they're gonna respond. All right, I call it the reveal. It's the reveal. Okay, a little tiny piece came off up there, but it's okay, it looks good. It's still super rustic, goes with the piece. And let's move you away from my head. Y'all are way too close and looking at my age spots. Okay, good, super cute. Okay, so let's do a square right here. Let me check in with you guys. Let me stop working for just a little bit. Teresa is a retailer from Jackson, Tennessee. Y'all see that. Thank you for letting everybody know, Teresa. Anyone in the Jacksonville, anyone in the Jackson, Tennessee area? Teresa, what is your business name? Put your business name in here, your shop name, so people can look you up, because you've got just your personal name on here. So tag yourself, whatever you want to do. Is that the same thing as mud? I need someone to tell me how to use mud. Okay, I don't know how mud got brought up. Did we talk about something that was similar to the mud? I do use the mud. I do have the mud here, but I've only got about 10 minutes left, and we need to get a flower going. These are much different than wall transfers. She explains that in the beginning. Oh, Kylie, you're so good to explain that. Thank you so much. Mud is really, really good for if you're trying to fill, it's kind of like using something other than wood filler. It's kind of the same thing. It's not a whole lot different than using, adding the salt stuff that we use when we add texture, the texturizing agent to the paint. It's not a whole lot different than that, but the mud you actually can use to fill like holes in veneer and wood, big screw holes or nail holes, things like that. But you can also use the mud to do raised stenciling and things like that. So the Whimsy Butterfly, I love that. I love that. Ellen, you're comparing it to dirt, or you're comparing it to the antiquing stuff called dirt. Is that what y'all are talking about? Okay, I got lost because I got to keep working. Okay, y'all talk amongst yourselves. Like I say, I feel like a teacher. Talk amongst yourselves, students. All right, let's do a flower. Okay, on this one over there, I did a big rose. You know what? This other page there's the dogwoods, but it has I'm going to use this one. Y'all see that? There's like a bouquet. There's an actual bouquet. It's kind of right in the middle of my page. I hate to do that because it really wastes what's around it, but you know what? Linda's worth it. Linda's worth it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give Linda the bouquet. Linda, it's like eating the cake, right? When the kids eat the cake and they're like, I want the flower. And I'm like, but the flower's right in the middle of the beautiful cake. And you're like, oh, it's her birthday. Let her have the middle of the cake. Okay, so I'm going to give Linda this. So what I did is I made my own pattern. Remember, I used just a sheet of copy paper. I'll do this real quick again. I just put a piece of copy paper in here like this, pressed it up against all the sides, and then I just used my finger like that to get the angled corners and across the bottom. And that angled corner, and it's literally that kindergarten simple, y'all. Nothing difficult about it. There we go. You can see that it made a pattern. You can see where the bends and the folds are there. And then I cut that out, and it gave me this, okay? It gave me this. Linda is Carrie. Carrie, are you Linda's friend? Did she go get you? She got you. Linda went and got a friend. She's like, she's doing my buffet and it's looking a little country. There we go. Okay, y'all keep talking. So I'm gonna do, Linda, I'm giving you a rose bouquet right in the middle of this sheet. I'm wasting the rest of the sheet because I want you to have that rose bouquet, okay? So there we go. You're getting the rose in the middle of the birthday cake, right in the middle. Because I think that it needs to be right there. Thank you, Carrie. I'm glad that you like it. Okay. So right now, I guess I should angle y'all down. Can y'all see me? Right now I am tracing this out, the pattern that I made with the copy paper, and I'm on the back side of the transfer. I chose this exact spot because I wanted that exact rose. It's a bouquet of roses in that spot. And so this is no rocket science here. It's just simple tracing, just like you're in grade school. And then I'm gonna cut that out. So, will we be able to see this piece when you're done? Yes, ma'am. If you follow me, of course, Dixie Belle will share it too, but if you follow me on Tracey's Fancy, I always post all of my finished pieces. You can follow me also on Instagram. You can follow me on my YouTube channel at Tracey's Fancy, but really, really, really go follow me over on Facebook. And I will be through with this piece by the end of the week. I will have it sealed. I'll have the top part done across the back. It's got a real pretty, like, detailed, I don't know what you call that, sort of just a decorative piece that runs across the back side of it. On the top, I'll have that done, and I will have it staged and photographed and ready to share with everyone. So I would love it if you'd follow me over there. Do not forget, you guys, that when this video is over here very shortly, I'm gonna be giving away an 8-ounce jar of paint. Linda, you know what? Do you have a straight on shot of this? The only photo that I have is sort of at an angle. I forgot to take my own before photo, which is so crazy stupid. I never do that. Do you have a straight on shot of it? I have one from an angle with the chair sitting next to it, but I'd really like a straight on shot. Anyway, I'm giving away an 8-ounce jar of paint. I'll be choosing that person after this video is over, and I will be messaging you and letting you know and getting you some information so that Dixie Belle can ship the paint. They are so kind to do giveaways. So let's see. Well, I'm going to make sure that that fits well. Do a flip like that. This one's a little bit smaller. I should have tested it. I'm going to put this one actually up here. It's a better fit. I had planned on putting it on the bottom square, but I'm going to put it on the top square. So I'm going to do a giveaway, you guys, but it's going to be to, I need someone to tell me if you are a collector of things, like my client here, Linda, collects this plateware that was her mom's, and she still adds to it sometimes, I believe. And I would like to know what you collect. Tell me what you collect. All right, so I'm gonna turn this. I want the roses angled this way. Can you see, y'all, that the roses are actually a little bit distressed? Can you see that? They're already kind of scratched through, and they look vintagey. You see that, how it's kind of scratched through looking? Nicole, thank you. You would love it. If you have any questions at all, let me know. I highly recommend this paint. And my link is up there. Yes, this is a transfer, and it's available on the website. Just follow my link over, and you can order these exact transfers. All right, so there we go. Get myself a good fit. And then I usually just press from the top and come downward, just like that. And it's super, super sticky. Where did my burnisher go? Isn't that what y'all said it was called? I have a mess down here. I don't usually work in such a mess. Okay, I'm gonna move this over here. All right, so here I go. See, it's shiny because it still has the top part on it. So here we go. Yeah, I don't usually have a mess. I don't work with a mess. I'm a creative, and people say we're messy, and I'm not. I'm super, super type A. My shop is always very clean. It's very, very organized, and I don't work in a mess. I get like hives. So when I have this mess around me, I'm like, it's making me crazy. So you just use this burnisher, which is this plastic stick, and you just rub really, really, really hard. And you are just wanting it to adhere. It adheres really easily to Dixie Belle paint underneath. It's got a nice flat, chalky texture to it. I did not sand down the fluff. I did not sand the fluff. The entire piece I sanded, but the fluff I did not. I left it with a lot of tooth and a lot of grit on purpose. Because to be honest, when you're rubbing like this, you are actually knocking off some of that chalk texture anyway. So just rubbing all over, and then I'm gonna find a loose corner and start peeling away. So let's see if we can get in up here. Maybe over here, there's a little bit of an extra edge. All right, so my people on here are telling me that I need something called a weeder, which I believe is what you use when you use like a Cricut or a silhouette. Because this transfer is sitting down in this inset with trim around it, it's a little bit harder to get to. Normally, I'm doing these on drawer fronts or the top of a dresser, and that's real easy to get this edge, because now see what I'm doing? I'm peeling away. Yeah, Karen, it would look really, really, really good. So then, like I said, I just work this burnish tool from the back side, and then I pull a little bit. Now look here, a little bit of that rose. Do y'all see a little bit of the rose pieces coming up with it? So I lay it back down and just rub where that little piece of rose is left. It's just like when you put the tattoos on the kids. I know that you guys have put tattoos on your kids or your grandkids or on yourself when you were little. It's kind of just like that. I mean, it's a much more quality material, but it's that same concept. And it just releases super easy once you've rubbed enough. It just really, really doesn't want to be on there anymore. This down here is sticking a little bit more, but only because I've got it crammed down with my fingernail into that trimmed out detail, but the rest of this is just coming right off, just like that. And because it's already somewhat of a distressed look anyway, it really wouldn't matter if we pulled a little bit of it up. Actually, I did right here, and I'll show you how that's left on there, and I'm not even worried about it. You know, you just can't have super OCD when you're working with paint and designs and patterns and stuff like that. I mean, we're not working for a factory finish here. We are, whoops, it came off. Okay, so that is nice and flat, and I'm gonna seal that. You guys, I told y'all I'm gonna seal that with the clear coat in flat. So how amazing is that? Isn't it beautiful? Okay, so look, this will show you there's a little bit left on one of the sheets. You see that? It's a little bit of script. Look up here. No one would ever notice it, ever. So relax, you guys. Enjoy the process. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you so much. Yes, you can order right. When you click my link, it takes you to Dixie Belle's page. Then just go to shop, hit where it says shop, and then you can just go shopping. And the furniture transfers are on there. I believe there's a section that says design transfers. I believe that's where they are. But just shop around in there while you're in there, and that orders from my link. Thank you so much. I love this. I love it, love it, love it. So yes, I am going to seal this with a clear coat flat, one simple coat. That's all it needs, just a nice little clear coat over it. And the rest of the piece, I've decided to use the Easy Peasy spray wax because I don't get to use this very often because I'm usually using gator hide or something super durable. But this piece won't get a lot of use, and I've already sanded it down, and it's got a very vintage feel to it. And so I'm gonna use this clear spray wax because it just leaves a really good old-fashioned finish that I love, and I don't get to do that very often. So that's the case. So that's my lesson, you guys. That's my lesson. Nicole, you'll love the transfers. I've done them on the back of my grandfather clock and on a vanity from my mom. You see them all over Instagram if you look on Instagram. You guys, don't forget to go follow me, please, at Tracey's Fancy. Do not forget to tell me what you would collect. In just a little bit, I'll be going back on here and picking a winner. Thank you so much. If you want to know, again, this is Daisy. If you want to see how I painted this piece, go back to this past Sunday night. I did I painted this piece last Sunday night. I did the yellow Daisy paint and talked a lot about priming and painting with chalk paint. So it was Sunday night at 8 o'clock right here on the Dixie Belle page. I look forward to seeing some of you over on my page. I would love to have you follow me there and get to know you better. And thank you so much for joining us. Natalia, thank you for being with us. And Dixie Belle, thank you for such wonderful products. And ReDesign with Prima, same thing. Dixie Belle, I'm glad that you guys partner because it is a great partnership between the two of you. So Linda, thank you for trusting me. Everybody loves it. I hope you love it. Mwah. I'll be in touch later this week. Your piece will be done. Okay. Thanks so much, you guys. You'll have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.